Alright, it's been a while, not that long, but it's been a slight while since I've done one of these. It's 3:50 in the morning, as per usual. I was showering earlier tonight after I got home from work, and I feel like I think what I really want is to like wake up excited for the work I'm about to do for that day. And I don't currently feel that way. And I think that's where a lot of my frustration and or stress comes in. And I think that it's been very hard to build momentum and healthy habits when I keep coping, I keep numbing or coping with my stress. So, yeah, it's like when we want certain things in life, just getting them would not give them the value. And it's not like you need to earn it, but there's like tests that we're faced with. I feel like it's really all like an internal game, And I think once you can kind of clarify the direction you want to go in, it's then just optimizing, putting yourself in the best position. Everything else is just noise. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this next song to come out. It's I realized something that I struggled with for a long time was like self-belief. And I think like I'm like, yeah, of course I believe in myself. Like I love the songs I make, but I think there's an energy of like, bro, I'm fucking dope. Like just, and I don't think it's the loudness, but there is like a little bit extra of like, I don't know, I do think it needs to be backed by some level of like previous proof, at least for yourself even, And I think like something I've just struggled with is like I need to be validated, It's not why I do it, but I think like we crave that. And yeah, anyway, I'm really excited for this song. I feel like it's at least something I'm struggling with, that the validation aspect, because, I've been working restaurants for 10 years or whatever. Pretty much the entire time I've been making music, I've been working in restaurants. My first job was a mall food court job at like 17, 18. Like real job, I guess, And then, busing and serving and whatever. And, it's October 28th, and like less than a month I turned 28. And I've been making songs for over 10 years now, and it's like, not that I'm making them to get famous or get success. I think that's what I'm making them to make them. And yeah, that's a byproduct. That would be great. I think like I've looked at the restaurants as like an opportunity to learn and grow, and obviously I'm grateful that it's allowed me to continue pursuing music, and allowed me to pay the bills in the meantime. But it's not what I necessarily want to be doing. And, you know, I have such immense gratitude because I'm so exposed to, I'm aware of how blessed I am, you know, and sometimes I forget that, and it's hard to, you know, hold that in moments when, you know, I had a fucking $400 table tonight, $500 table, $450 table tonight, $465, and she gave me 500 and 100 bills, and she asked for her change. Like, even you just giving me that isn't even 10%. She left me 20 on 465. And it's like, yeah, I'm grateful she didn't stiff me, but like, what's going on, you know? And then my next table, freaking Europeans, one dude gave me 15%, one dude gave me $15, and their bill was $700, and they split it in half. So it was just like, you know, and then a bunch of, I think I made the most of all those servers that work tonight. And it's just like, it's like I've worked so hard and long towards this music thing, and I know it's so possible, and I will not stop making songs because I love it. I genuinely love it, and I do think some like validation externally would help, but I don't think validation would do anything. Like, truly, I think if the validation converted to like money or streams, which converted to money, I think ultimately it's like a financial thing, and I'm not thinking about a financial when I'm making it, you know. But after it's made, it's like, okay, now the song's made, I'm done, it's mastered, I already submitted it 20 minutes ago to streaming or whatever, for release on Halloween. And now it's like, how do I make the most? How do I make this? You know, I invested $350 into mixing and mastering. How do I at least turn that investment and ultimately make what I'm making from this restaurant job off of my music? You know, I have a catalog. I've been putting out songs for 10 years. It's like I got like 70 songs out, you know. And the most that I've made, though, is predominantly from my work as a collaborator, as a producer, a writer. And, you know, from the financial lens, it's like, oh, well, you should triple down on that then. But this is where I think it comes back to what I was saying before, is like everything else is just noise. And you really have to follow that internal compass. Even if it doesn't make logical sense. So, yeah, man, I was doing great today with my nutrition. And then I came home. I was frustrated from work, as I tend to be frequently, unfortunately. And someone didn't pick up a DoorDash, so I ate a fried chicken sandwich from work and fries. And then I also stopped for donuts after work. And I'm like up. I'm still down from like the most I was at, but like you know, but it's just this constant reminder. It's like no one, you know, it's just, I just come back, I keep coming back to like balancing these different feelings. You know, I feel like I'm like holding a tray of like 7 plates, and on one of them is gratitude, and on one of them is frustration. And there's, you know, a variety of different feelings and emotions and perspectives that I try to entertain, you know, because you can get pessimistic or whatever, but I don't know, man. It's trying to create balance, you know. I don't know. I think, yeah, man. I think it's just like we just got to do the best with what we have and trust the process. Keep that certainty that it will happen. And, keep trying new things. So, yeah, like I started Kabbalah, this year? You know, that was new for me. That's been very beneficial. I feel like I've grown a lot spiritually and mentally. I think that's ultimately, honestly, helped me stay in this job, which has been helpful because it's allowed me to pay my bills. Just the mindset shift, like everything is happening for me. What a pleasure, you know. Like I get stiffed on a table. What a blessing. What a pleasure. And I think that yeah, it's tomorrow morning or fucking 6 hours from now I start Groundlings improv comedy class for 6 weeks, twice a week. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, I'm excited for this song to come out. Got my birthday coming up, and I think I just gotta go aggressive on the content or the fucking visual posts. I don't know what to call it, bro, because I don't like the word content. I don't like making content. You know, I like making the shit I like making, you know? I don't want to make shit for pitch. I don't want to work with an artist that it feels like fucking work. When we can kick it and, you know, learn and grow and create and connect, I mean, that's the best shit, and the best shit comes from that. And it's just like, I'm working 5 days a week. I have 2 days off. And now on my Tuesday, which is one of my days off, I have Groundlings and then Kabbalah. So I really have like 1 day off. And then in the middle, I'll probably like work out and get some music done. But I have Sunday off. You know, and it's like, I also get my newsletter done. And this, you know, and I'm trying to make a song, put a song out a month. You know, I gotta take care of my dog, walk him twice a day, make sure he's fed. I have a girlfriend, gotta spend some time with her. I gotta make progress on my music. Gotta get short form video out. And so it's like, but it's all a gift, you know? And yeah, man, I feel like just the key is just like focusing for me, I guess. Someone asked me last Tuesday, like, what are the 3 things, or what are the things that, I forget the question, but like, what are the things, my answer was focus, consistency, and discipline. Like, what are the things that I'm aware I need to work on? And I feel like that's really it. Like, everything else is noise. Doubt, other people's thoughts and perspectives, like, and I love learning. I love listening to podcasts and whatever YouTube videos, but you know, we just gotta do more. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm, you know, the shame and guilt is like It just makes it worse. It doesn't actually fix anything, beating yourself up. And so like there's this delicate balance of like awareness of the thing and yet coming back to the present and moving forward through the present differently, right? And I don't know. It's also like it'd be I feel like I would feel some like excitement if like I was getting numbers, you know? Like if and it's like, well, how's the music gonna get numbers if no one knows about it? It's like, yeah, well, I'm posting content, you know, I'll post like 5 times a day for like weeks or like, you know, consistently for months. It's like the shit that does well is like fucking silly shit. It has nothing to do with the music, you know? And it just like, I think that's also what's pushed me into comedy. Like I'm even watching Kill Tony, and I love comedy, bro. I love a good joke. It's like a good punchline, you know? It's the same thing, like a great joke and a great bar, you know, or a great well-written line in a song. And I think that like my intensity or like desire for music to work, I don't know, like maybe I think the thing is like I take the work serious whenever I'm working on it, and I acknowledge that content is a part of it. But I feel like I've been taking that part too serious, or myself too serious. Like it's heavy, I feel like, because of the frustration. Like the music recently, I feel like it's been heavier. I don't know. I just want it to work, bro. And I know it will. I just like want it to work so bad, bro. I just want to like I said, I want to wake up excited for the day, excited for sessions, excited for and I think it's beyond like doing the work I want to do, but feeling like the work is important. And I don't feel that way with the restaurant, you know. I do my best. I truly do my best. I think that I'm not gonna I still, you know, I'm not gonna talk shit about I'm not gonna talk shit. But yeah, I do my best. And you know, if it's someone's birthday, anniversary, I really try to make sure they have a great time or whatever. Like I try to make sure everyone has a great time. And I believe I'm a great server because I care. And but bro, you deal with enough people that, you know, you start to recognize patterns, and like you start to just experience, you just get frustrated and bitter, bro. It's like really hard to not let shit get to you. You know, on both the frustration part where you're like, okay, you know, I'm putting out songs consistently, you know, it's not like I've been doing it for a few months or a few years. Like this is 10 years, you know. It's like, okay, put out short form visual posts consistently, and it's like, bro, fuck, I'm like hovering around 1,000 monthly listeners, and I'm grateful for every single one of them, seriously. And it's just like, you know, yeah, I want to feel excited about the work I'm doing. I feel like I'm here for more, and I just feel like, I think that's the stuck feeling, you know, like the work you're doing matters. I think that's what we all really want, is to feel like our effort isn't going to nothing, you know. Our energy is being optimize. You know those days like when you really just you give it your all, your head hits the pillow, and you're just proud of yourself. You gave your all that day. Like, and like I said, I do my best. But I don't know. So anyway, we're trying something new again, and we're trying groundlings, improv, whatever. I really don't know what I'm getting myself into. I'm not trying to be a comedian. I'm hoping that it'll help with the content, honestly. That's like one of the main reasons. And a lot of people have gone through that are successful in entertainment, and I think that there's no downside to stepping out of my comfort zone and building a skill or honing a skill of improv. And so anyway, I got to be there in like 5 hours and 50 minutes, and yet I'm up right now, so I'm gonna go to bed soon because I gotta get up soon. I would like to get up around 9, which is in 4 hours and 50 minutes. But yeah, my song is scheduled for release. I'm excited for that. And then yeah, we're just gonna put more short form out, and yeah, man, I don't know, I'm grateful. I know I'm extremely blessed, and I think like that's another thing. It's like balancing. I'm sure I've talked about this before, but balancing the gratitude for all the blessings that I have. I can see, I can hear, I can talk, I can walk, like I have my limbs and hands and fingers and my computer, my shelter, and I have electricity, and I have water and food and clothes and family, and I have a space to create. I'm so grateful. And also I know that I'm capable of more. I don't think that this is the max. I don't think this is the peak. And so there's internal frustration. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you gotta get complacent. Sometimes you gotta overeat to be fed up with how you're living your life. Sometimes you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and go, bro, how do we, we're chubbier than I recall. And yeah, so I'm asking God to show me the way, because I really don't know. And yet I have absolute certainty and faith. And I think that's it. That's the energy, Yeah, there's no guarantee that we won't die screaming. What are we playing that safe for? What are we waiting for? So, I don't know. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna go to sleep. Upload the vlog, schedule the vlog. The newsletter. I'm gonna go to bed. I wanted to write that second verse, but I'm gonna add that to the calendar for tomorrow. Let's say sleep is 4:30. Let's say 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Great. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I want to write this verse tomorrow. Right, verse 2. Make beat. I'll say live stream too. Also want to exercise. Yeah, man, I don't know. I like having fun. I think taking myself too serious, like, I think the perfect balance is taking the work serious and not taking yourself so serious. So I think it'll be good to. And yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like it's just bitter, man. I don't want to get bitter. I want to stay light. You know, I want to stay creative and childlike. And I want to stay focused and disciplined and yet also spontaneous and creative. So, but yeah, man, I'm very grateful. I think after groundlings, like maybe getting back into jiu-jitsu would be good for me, but it just really depends on like what my income situation's at. I gotta pay off some debt, so I've got like another year. But like once that's fully paid off, I'm like I just have a lot more considering I'm making what I'm making right now, which also isn't that freaking crazy to be making off music, you know? Like, I know it's possible, especially with a catalog. Like, I just know, like, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. You know? It would be awesome if something happened. Like, my music got fed to an algorithm or got on I don't know, because the music's got to be there, you know? And I believe it is. I believe it's been there. I believe I make great music. I don't think it's for everyone. But no one is for everyone. So it's like I need my audience to get it. And I know there's like a few million people in the world that will fuck with my music. It's like I don't need to be Taylor Swift. I don't really want to be Taylor Swift. You know? Like I want to make the shit that I want to make and I want it to resonate with enough people. And mutually beneficially pay my bills and allow me to wake up and create and allow them to feel heard and less alone and potentially encouraged to keep going. I think that's what I'm here to do. And but you know, I'll keep doing what I gotta do until then. So hey, if you're watching this, thank you for the time. And I hope this resonated with you. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I've been struggling a little bit with my discipline from sleep. I've talked about getting to bed by 2, 3 from food. And I've been tracking every single day. But I've been going over what I should be going over. And that's obviously been reflected. So, and consumption overall, I guess, but phone and, you know, I binged the TV show. Like, I just, like, distractibility. But I think a big part was, like, finalizing the song. It's so much easier and more fun to make a song than it is to finish it. So I'm glad that's done. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Peace.